क्षणशः कणशश्चैव विद्यामर्थं च साधयेत् क्षणत्यागे कुतो विद्या कणत्यागे कुतो धनम. Hello friends, today we'll see types of beams and types of loadings. In types of beams, first there are 7 types of beams. Simply supported beam, cantilever beam, one end is hinged and other on roller, then overhanging, both ends hinged, propped cantilever and continuous beam. One by one we'll see simply supported beam. So this is simply supported beam. Suppose beam AB. So while drawing the FBD of such concerned beam RA and RB, we have to calculate. This is FBD. FBD stands for free body diagram. The second one is cantilever beam. Cantilever beam means one end is fixed one and other is free. So FBD for such cantilever beam is shown. For fixed support, there are 3 reactions: horizontal reaction at point A, vertical reaction at point A, and moment at point A. So this is FBD for cantilever beam. The third one is one end is hinged. This is symbol for hinge support and other on roller. The symbol for roller is as like this. So how will be the FBD? For hinge support there are 2 reactions: horizontal reaction at point A, vertical reaction at point A, and roller there is only one reaction. Suppose RB, vertical reaction, only one vertical reaction is present at roller support. Then the next one is overhanging. Overhanging means some part of the beam is extended beyond support. Suppose ABC is a beam, so part BC is overhanged portion. That's why it is overhanged beam. So for such a beam, how will be the FBD? The FBD will be as like this. Since point A there is a fixed support, there are 3 reactions: horizontal reaction at point A, vertical reaction at point A, and moment at point A. And at point B, reaction RB will be as it is. Then the fifth one type is both ends hinged one. So this is the symbol for hinged support. So FBD will be, as there are 2 reactions for hinge support, so this is horizontal reaction at point A and vertical reaction at point A. And at point B there are 2 reactions: horizontal reaction at point B and vertical reaction at point B. The last one is propped cantilever. Propped cantilever means one end is fixed one and other is on roller or on hinge. So this is roller support. The example for propped cantilever is also one end is fixed one and other is simply supported. Okay. So what will be the FBD for concerned propped cantilever? At point A, suppose there are 3 reactions: horizontal reaction at point A, vertical reaction at point A, moment at point A, and at point B there are 1 reaction, that is RB. And the last one is continuous beam. The continuous beam stands for more than 3 supports. Suppose ABCD is a beam. So in beam ABCD there are more than 3 supports. So this is called as continuous beam. Now we'll see types of loadings. There are 5 types of loadings. Concentrated load, UDL. UDL is stands for uniformly distributed load. UVL, uniformly varying load. General loading and external moment. One by one we'll see. Concentrated load. Suppose beam AB and AB carries 10 kilonewton as concentrated load. So concentrated load, if a load is acting or a very small length compared to span of beam, is called concentrated load. It is represented by a vertical arrow. Then the next one is UDL. It is also called as uniformly distributed load. A load has got some intensity or a particular length is called UDL. Suppose this is a beam ABC. So this particular symbol is UDL. It is 10 kilonewton per meter. Suppose this distance is 2 meter and this distance is 1 meter. So the intensity for this particular UDL is 10 kilonewton per meter into 2 meter. So it becomes meter get cancels and 20 kilonewton is the load acting over a span AB. Then the next one is third one, UVL, that is uniformly varying load. Suppose this is a beam and such a symbol is there, such a triangular shape like symbol is there, then it is called as UVL. Suppose this is 20 kilonewton per meter or a span of 3 meter and this distance is suppose 1 meter. Then the intensity for this particular UVL is equal to area of triangle. So area of triangle is given by half base into height. Therefore half, what is base? It is 3 meter. And what is the height of this particular triangle? It is 20 kilonewton per meter. So it becomes 30 kilonewton. Meter get cancels. So as we got the unit for load in kilonewton. So the intensity for this particular triangle is 30 kilonewton. Then the next one is general loading. This is a symbol for general loading. Okay. The analysis of such loading are replaced by a set of equivalent concentrated loads. Then the last one is external moment. Suppose this is a beam AB and at point C, suppose a 20 kilonewton meter moment is acting. Then this particular 20 kilonewton meter is called as external moment. A beam is subjected to clockwise moment of 20 kilonewton meter at point C. One thing to represent is in UVL, what is the CG of this particular triangle? So C, suppose this is a triangle, then its CG will be as like here, since the base is B and height is H. So suppose we want moment at point A, then while calculating the moment at point A, the CG or the load of this particular UVL is acting from this particular apex of this triangle is 2/3 of base. And suppose I want from this particular vertical face from B, then it is act as 1/3 of base. Suppose the UVL is shown as like this, as like a rectangle. Okay. Suppose this is 20 kilonewton of height. Here is point A, B, C, D. This is 1 meter. Suppose this is 3 meter and this is 2 meter. Then the intensity is calculated as area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is given by breadth into depth. So it is given by 20 into 3 meter. Okay, 3 is the base. That's why 20 into 3. It equals to 60 meter. Okay, and What is the CG of this particular? So it is at the center. Okay. So from this particular, it is half of base. So that's why it is half of 3 meter. But suppose we want with respect to point A, then this distance get added 1 meter plus half of 3 meter. In concern numericals, we'll see where is the CG acts and what is the perpendicular distance while calculating the summation of moment. In next lecture we'll see the numericals based on particular beams, how to calculate the support reactions. Thank you.